Grace, please tell me what happened. What did he do to you?
What's up, everyone? Take care for Geek versus Nerd, and I hope you're having an amazing new month, like I am. This episode starts off on a little bit of a downside because just less than a week ago, Kobe Bryant died, and it really sucks. We the entire world felt it. I mean, the Grammys was ongoing, but really the news of his death made more headline than the Grammys. That's how much of an impact that he made in not just basketball, but the world as a whole. And both him, his daughter, and the 7 others that died in the helicopter crash, I mean, their souls rest in peace. I mean, it was so much of an impact that even outside the sport of basketball, I mean, basketball, you expect that, yeah, they do a moment of silence for him, but even outside basketball, just Real Madrid and Atletico Madrid, all the way in Spain, that just finished the match, they took a moment aside just for him, and that means a lot. So yeah, our heart goes out to his family. Now, on the upside, we are now at 100 plus followers on Instagram. We really appreciate each and every one of you for it. For those of you that haven't yet, maybe this was shared to you by a friend or something, please follow. We have a YouTube channel too. Please subscribe, because this sort of stuff is what encourages us. We like the engagement, we like the encouragement, and it's fun. We are always open to feedback. It's feedback that makes us grow as human beings and also as a channel. That's from me, Tech, and V6, my partner in crime. So now moving on to today's episode. Today is a quick review on the movie A Fall from Grace. A Fall from Grace was created by Tyler Perry for Netflix. He wrote and directed it, and he was the producer. He was also an actor in it, and V6 and I were talking about doing a review for the movie. I actually called it Nollywood in Hollywood, and here is why. We know how Tyler Perry movies and series are, but he shot everything in his newly acquired studio in just 5 days. I mean, that is like Nollywood standard. Hollywood doesn't normally do stuff like that, and I understand why. I mean, after watching the movie, or while watching the movie, you can tell it's a drama. So a couple of things in the movie, really, when planned right, could really be done in 5 days. So here are my thoughts on the movie. Before I move on, this is going to be a spoiler review. By now, if you've not seen it or you just want to know a little bit about it, I'm going to be discussing it. So now we see the couple, right? We see our main character, because there are 2 main characters. The younger one, who is the lawyer, and the main one, who is the Grace herself that fell. Yeah, that was what he did. Her name is Grace. She fell. Yeah. Okay, moving on. So she's the lawyer. She's a public litigator. She's used to getting plea deals and all that. And this case was causing heads to turn. A lot of people were talking. There was a lot of buzz around it. And Grace, the other main character, played by Crystal Fox, she had already pled guilty of committing murder. Since she had pled guilty, all Bryant had to do was just get her to sign the agreement and all that. But there was something within her that just felt she should fight more for this lady. And then we have our story. She starts talking about this, that. But we move to the crux of the matter here. Now, I noticed before I watched the movie, there was a lot of buzz about the movie that Tyler Perry exploits a lot of stuff that goes on and all that. And I deliberately made sure that I did not watch any trailers or read anything about the movie, so that I can watch the movie with an open mind, which was what I actually did. And I watched the movie. Now, I was enjoying it. Like, it was okay. It was a drama after all, right? It was okay up until a point where, as she was narrating the backstory, she just faced the lawyer and started attacking her. I was like, what happened? Like, that was a bit of a disconnect for me, in my own opinion. And then we move on to the rest of the story, where we find out that you are trying to defend her, and you tell her that you are going to call her best friend onto the stand, and she tells you that if you call her best friend onto the stand, she's just going to shout she did it, and that's the end of the case. And then next scene, we see you in court calling her friend to the stand, and she doesn't stand up to do anything. I was like, what went wrong? You understand? It was crazy, because in this case, this was a case of the lady committing murdering her husband, and pleading that she was guilty. And now you find out that you are defending her, you are calling the friend who seems to be like a weakling. So, when all that was going on, and then she just said, she told me that she killed him. I was like, of course she told you that she killed him. I mean, why did you call her to the stand? Of course, it was bound to happen that she's going to tell her friend that, or she's going to tell the court that she did it, because then she will be committing perjury if she lied. You get? So I don't understand why you would in any way call the friend to the stand. I think that was just a major issue with the story, because it just felt kind of messed up. Because, okay, at the end of the day, it turns out that you just sealed the coffin for your clients, right? You just told your clients, oh yeah, madam, please enter this coffin. Let me just kill you now. And then you find out that, okay, what was your comeback? Your comeback was you were calling the same person who you should have never called to the stand in the first place back to the stand. You kept calling her, and they just said he'll hold you in contempt. And he held you in contempt, and you are locked up. And now get this. Your boss that was against it the entire time now came to tell you how you messed up, which it was correct. And the next thing you tell your boss is, F you. Really? See, there were so many holes in that part. That part of the movie, because I think where a movie or where a story truly excels is where something seems truly impossible, but the way it was crafted, you just find a solution and you're like, okay, this was beautifully done. You get? But no, that it just seemed very messy there, and I think that was a major plot hole, because it just showed, oh yeah, Tyler Perry was her boss, by the way, that she told you, and he just cursed at the guy, and that was it. And I was like, no, you don't do that. I think that was just very wrong. Okay, now we move on. Of course, they found her guilty, right? They found her guilty, and then when you found her guilty, she now moves and she sees the necklace she sees the neck chain that the guy had on her best friend's neck. And then we now start seeing some flashbacks where there were some things that she and the guy did together that it turns out he was actually doing something else. Okay, so that was how she found out that this friend was actually doing in cahoots with the other guy. First and foremost, I think that's a major plot hole, because this woman is meant to be a professional, so she will know that necklace was already a giveaway. I don't think there's any way on earth that she would be wearing it at your court case. But then she wears it at the court case. Let's just say she slipped up. I mean, even professionals slip up on some days. So she slips up, and then when you find out, you now go to the bar and you say, "Get me my lawyer." Okay, I thought after saying "get me my lawyer," the next scene will be the lawyer being brought on board, right? I mean, that's what I would assume. But no, the lawyer was not brought on board. Instead, the lawyer was going to see the best friend to tell the best friend thank you. And then the lawyer finds another woman whom she met in the house already. And then finds out that, this best friend is actually the bad guy. So if the lawyer found out that way, why did you guys have to do that entire scene of her finding out with the necklace? Because now it was irrelevant, because she did not get to see the lawyer eventually, and nobody really slips up like that. You get my point? So it was a major issue for me in the movie, because that was just, I think that was just wrong. That was just wrong, because I don't think it was meant, that part of the story was just off. Oh, and also get this, her husband, that's the lawyer's husband, who is a policeman. After he ran the background check on the woman, on the guy, found stuff about the woman, he just arrested someone. Now, he arrested someone, but he left the person in cuffs on the road. I'm not an American, but I've seen at least a couple of American movies to know that police cars have a barricade between the police and the person that they put in the back. So that way, the person does not escape. It could have easily, I have cuffed you, I put you in the back, I go get my wife. Now, he went there, he saw this woman after the wife was taken down. He saw this woman and he cuffed the woman after they had a little bit of a fight. He cuffed her and he left her in the kitchen and told her, "Don't move." Really? You just caught someone who has just committed a number of crimes that you don't even know of, and you put her there and say, "Don't move." Why didn't you cuff her to something in the kitchen? Or you take her back to your car, that same car where there would have been another criminal. She is cuffed, she is there, the door is locked, unless she uses her head and she does something violent to get out of the way. She is there, cuffed, and then you go there to save your wife. I mean, I would think that is the sensible thing to do. But no, that wasn't what Mr. Man did. Instead, he just left her there and said, "Don't move." And then went to get his wife. And yeah, fast forward, the guy dies, they are fine, they save the day, and then you move on. Look, overall, I think all of the buzz online. So yes, here is my verdict. So here's what I think. All of the buzz online was about how Tyler Perry likes exploiting black women stories. The truth is this: these things happen. I remember Acrimony. Now Acrimony was stupid. Acrimony was so stupid. I mean, how do you, as a lady, do all of that, and then how do you, as a man, let your woman sacrifice all of that for you, and then you think now that you've made it and you give her $10 million, she will move on? No, if she doesn't move on and she shoots you, I think she's justified, even though she was a fool at first for sacrificing all that. Now, Acrimony had a lot more buzz around it than I think the buzz around the Fall from Grace was for the wrong reasons, because people were sort of like attacking Tyler Perry in this case, not the story itself, although there were a lot of plot holes in the story. Like, oh, and also technically, I remember this scene in the diner where, you see, I remember growing up acting. A lot of you can relate with this. One of the major things we enjoyed about acting was to play the character that got to eat the food, because it was real food we're giving. And when you're shooting a music video, for example, you won't tell the artist to say to maybe mouth the words like, no, the artist actually sings the words, but you won't just use their audio, so it'll be like, when you're mommy, you want to poker, you say it, but nobody will get to hear it because you play it in the background. That way it feels a lot more natural. Now, if people are eating, people don't eat air, so I'm like, and then I get a cup of water, right, and I'm like, and get this, it's not even a mug like this that you can't see through. It was a transparent cup of water, actually a cup of air, because the person was not drinking water. It was empty, plate was empty, cup was empty, spoon or fork was empty, everything. Dude, come on. I know you were strapped for time. I think this is what happens when you are the producer, director, actor, writer, because you should have someone that puts those things in check. There is no way we're on a set. I work in advertising. I do production jobs too. There is no way you're on a set without welfare. Where there is welfare, there is a caterer. You can easily tell the caterer, just like ask the extras, what do you want to eat? What do you want to eat? Give them real food to eat. That way they're not eating air. I think that makes more sense. Oh, and the other part too, this lady, that's the main character, the Grace herself, she was using an iPhone in the movie. Yeah, by the way. Alright, that is real water, by the way. She was using an iPhone in the movie, and then she got a message from this guy. Now, first and foremost, that interface for the message was wrong. That is not what an iPhone looks like. But even if you want to move past that one, it was a screenshot, it was an image. She was looking in a gallery at a message. How do you miss that? You mean there was you, there was the editor, there was, people reviewed this movie, and the fact that made its way to Netflix. Yeah, so those are a couple of cringe stuff. Overall, look, if you just want to watch a drama without just doing much, you just want to, I want to while away the time, I don't have much to watch, I want to watch something, then yes, by all means, watch A Fall from Grace. If not, really, there are so many other options. So yeah, that is my review on A Fall from Grace. Look, you guys have been amazing. Truth be told, we started this year with less than 100 followers, and it's just the 1st of February. We have over 100, and we are looking forward to having 500 and 1,000 and more. And it's because of you guys. We appreciate the love, the support. We are putting up a lot of trailers on our Instagram page. Videos that we shoot are going to our YouTube page. Because we also need the subscription and we need the followership, but it really helps that we are getting a lot of feedback from you guys. So thank you very much. I really appreciate it. This is Tech signing out for Geek vs Nerd. Peace.